What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Independent Experience. I'm IndyXP, and we're coming to you again this morning, Saturday, May 16th, 2020. As you can tell, this is not my usual digs for Saturday mornings. This is here at the office. It's one of those rare Saturdays that I have to work, but no worries. Got some great plans for this weekend, so feeling good, even though I've got to put in a 5-hour shift today, but no worries. Let's go ahead and take a look at the markets and see where we're going to be sliding on into the local coin shops at. Gold is up nicely, currently at 1752.93. Silver had a great bump yesterday, closing out the week at 1680, giving us a ratio all the way down at 104.33. Are we returning back to what we would consider normal ratios? I don't know. We'll have to see. Next week is a new week. Platinum was back over the $800 mark, closed out the week at 808.56. And palladium had a great run yesterday as well, closing out the week at 1964.65. In other metals markets, rhodium was steady at 7,500. Copper was down several cents at 233, and aluminum was steady at 64 cents. We are also going to add another metal into our morning market wake-up calls, and that would be uranium. Uranium is a misunderstood element, we should say. The mining of uranium is big business, and I recently just purchased some stock in uranium mining company. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to watch uranium for a while, see where it goes. It is up from where it was just a few months ago. Currently, uranium, this is per pound. Per pound, uranium is $33.40. Crude oil had a nice bump yesterday. It's nearing the $30 mark again. So it looks like our turmoils are over. I have a post-it note here on my computer that says that the June contracts are ending next week on Tuesday. I don't think we're going to see what we saw last month happen, but you never know. Hopefully not. Barrels of crude oil are at $29.65 this weekend. The Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and S&P 500, all three of them saw small gains after being down most of the day yesterday. The Dow closed up 60 points at 23,685.42. The NASDAQ closed up 70 points at 9,014.56. And the S&P 500 was up 11 points at 28,63.70. If you guys trade in Bitcoin, had a decent day yesterday. We were down and up, but we're right in the middle right now, currently at 94.72.70. And if you guys happen to trade in the gold back, much like I do, those are up to 303 currently. In today's video, we've got two things we want to talk about. One is silver. We got some silver. We're going to add to the stack today. This is another tube of dimes I picked up at the gun and ammo show. Dropping them on the keyboard. Oh shit. Dropped about $1 worth there. All right, we got to pull those off the keys. Well, we'll hold on to those. So we'll just go ahead and big old trash pile there. Just throwing silver around. No worries. So, of course, we talked about my gun and ammo shop here on the channel some. One of these days I'm going to get over there. It's a really cool place, and if they allow me to film in there, I would love to show you guys what all they have there. They've got some cool jewelry in there. They've got Indianapolis Colts Super Bowl champion ring in their display case. They also have a Indy 500 champion ring in their display case. Both are for sale. Both are out of my price range, though, so I don't have to worry about either one of those. So, I'd love to show you guys that someday. But let's go ahead and jump into an article I want to read for you guys. We had some news yesterday. Ooh, Nancy Pelosi. It's kind of scary. I'm going to turn that away from you guys so you guys don't have to look at her. I apologize for that. So yesterday, the House Democrats decided it would be a good idea to just ram through a $3 trillion relief bill. even though they'd been told that there was no chance of it surviving or going anywhere past the House. But they decided that's what they wanted to spend their time on. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the things that they decided to put into their bill, shall we? This is from the Washington Post. Erica Werner posted yesterday evening. House Democrats on Friday passed a $3 trillion tax cut and spending bill aimed at tax cut and spending deal. Where? If you're cutting taxes, where's the money coming from? I digress. Aimed at addressing the devastating economic fallout from the coronavirus outbreak by directing huge sums of money into all corners of the economy. But the White House and Senate Republicans had decried the measures designed and said they would cast aside, leaving uncertain what steps policymakers might take as the economy continues to face severe strains. The sweeping legislation, dubbed the HEROES Act, passed 208 to 199. So just barely eked by. Just barely. 14 Democrats defected and opposed the bill, reflecting concerns voiced by both the moderates and liberals in the House Democratic caucus about the bill's content and the leadership-driven process that brought it into the floor. The bill won support from one Republican, and that was Republican Peter T. King of New York, who probably won't get reelected, it sounds like. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrat from California, pushed forward despite divisions in her caucus and GOP opposition, arguing the legislation will put down the marker for Democrats' priorities and set the stage for negotiations for the next bipartisan relief bill. Quote, Americans are suffering so much in so many ways. We want to lessen their pain, Pelosi said during the House floor debate Friday. Not to act now is not only irresponsible in the humanitarian way, but it is irresponsible because it is going to cost more in terms of lives, livelihood, cost to the budget, and cost to our democracy. And she's never sounded that eloquent. If we were to really read that the way that Nancy Pelosi sounds, it'd be more like, now's not the time to act responsible way. This is our democracy. I think she's drunk all the time. Let's go ahead and jump into the part about what was in this bill. This is pretty comical. The 1,800-page legislation contained a large number of provisions. It's a Democrat bill, you don't say provisions. Nearly $1 trillion for state, local, and tribal governments. Another round of direct payments to individuals up to $6,000 per family, including to unauthorized immigrants. Okay, legal immigrants getting in on the action now. $200 billion for hazard pay for essential workers. $75 billion for coronavirus testing and tracing, which we're behind the ball there. Increased spending on food stamps. $175 billion for housing support. Student loan forgiveness, and new employment retention tax credits and extensions of unemployment benefits. So essentially they've cut off their arm and now they want to try to put a Band-Aid on it. I think Democrats are so dumb that they think that we're dumb. I don't get it at all. The fact that they think they know more about the economy than Republicans it makes that spot in the back of your eyeball when your eyelid starts to twitch a little bit and you get that pain back there. That's what I get every time I read or hear something about Democrats claiming to know something about the economy. It also includes measures less directly related to the economic impact of the coronavirus. Oh, you don't say. Again, it's a Democrat bill. We're going to have to put something in there that has nothing to do about the economic stimulus of our country. It would require all voters to be able to vote by mail beginning this November, which is already a thing. You can do a provisional ballot by mail. It's already been a thing. It's been a thing for 50 years, maybe longer. I don't know. It was a thing before I was born, so I can't tell you. A temporarily repeal a provision from the 2017 GOP tax law that limited the federal deduction for state and local taxes. So we're limiting the deduction. We want to take that away, but we also want to cut taxes. So you want to so we gave tax breaks, but you want to take them away. Oh, there's that eye twitch again. Okay, so the legislation would provide $25 billion for the United States Postal Service, which, I do separate myself from the GOP in this way. The Postal Service needs something done, and I don't know if it needs $25 billion. Obviously, Trump has always said that he doesn't want to give any money to the USPS. He wants them to just raise the prices for shipping and postage, especially on things from Amazon, which is very taxing. I think a middle ground could be met there. $10 billion in relief to the USPS, and then make them raise the rates to Amazon. I think that would be perfect. The bill is simply a Democrat agenda masquerading as a response to the coronavirus pandemic, quoted Republican Tom Cole of Oklahoma. Quote, the bill will go nowhere and go there fast. Why are we going through this exercise rather than negotiating in a bipartisan manner is beyond my understanding. This man is smart. He gets it. The White House issued a formal veto threat against the legislation earlier this week. The article goes on. It's quite a long article. We're not even halfway through it. I'm not going to continue on with that. But I think that Democrats in the House are about the biggest, dumbest asses ever. And I'm sorry if you guys are watching this channel and you're Democrat. I don't think I've got too many of you. I apologize. It's not a direct... the anger is not directed at you. This is directed at the people that you saw fit to elect to office. Yeah. It just blows my mind. It does. It really does. So where do we go from here? Well, obviously there needs to be some kind of stimulus package put together past what we've already put together. States, cities, counties, towns are going to run out of money. They're going to run out of money fast. And when they do, your essential services are going to get cut and get cut bad. Police, fire, DOTs. If you live in areas where it snows, don't expect a whole lot of salt on your roads come this December, this coming January next year. There's just not going to be money to buy it. So there you go. Hope you got good tires on your car and get some chains. So what do you guys think? I know I've rambled on some. I got one other thing that I want to talk about before I get into that. Let's talk about this. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the House Democrats passing this bill and trying to send it on to the Senate. I would be very interested to know what you guys have to say. One other thing I want to talk about is I ordered channel stickers, and I think they're really cool. I really like my channel stickers. I think they're going to be a big hit. And I used a company called Zapheads. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you should go to Sticker Meal, man. Go to Sticker Meal. Yeah, I needed somebody to design stickers for me. I wanted something very specific, and I found the place that did it, and they did it for me. It's a company out of Wyoming. And I know Wyoming is a long way away from good old Indianapolis, Indiana, but they were very professional up front. They designed the sticker. They sent me the proof. I made some changes and this and that back and then I gave them the green light. Go for it. I waited. I ordered these stickers 1 month ago. Now, everybody knows that it should not take, regardless if you have channel stickers or not for your channel, or if you ever ordered stickers in the past, you know it should not take a month to get stickers. Last weekend, I received an email that said that my package had shipped and should be arriving shortly. And it was shipping DHL from Mang Phuket in Thailand. So I emailed Zapheads. I'm like, hey, listen, you mind tracking my package for me? It's saying it's coming out of Thailand. What's up with that? And they're like, yeah, that's where we have them made. It should be there in 4 to 6 weeks. And I'm like, 4 to 6 weeks. Really? Okay. So sometime, maybe by the 4th of July, I should have channel stickers available for you guys, and we'll start rolling those out. So needless to say, I will not be using Zapheads for the next round of channel stickers. So, all right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. This has been a long video. I apologize. I've been rambling on. I do greatly appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't appreciated old IndieXP, why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for me right there. It really helps me out. If you guys happen to be new to the independent experience, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe and jingle bell right there in the corner, bing bong, so you can be notified of when new content is coming out. I'm going to post a card right here of my latest video. Depending on when you're watching this, is going to be the video that airs after or before this one. You're going to get to see it. I've been IndieXP from the Independent Experience, and I'm here once again to remind you, if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find your pockets heavy.